Enchantress. That woman, she's so captivating.
Sexism in gaming.
Oh!
Stars too high. Clouds too high. Clouds too high. Moonlit sky.
The truth shall set you free.
It almost never fails. Whenever someone voices their displeasure with entertainment, such as a video game censoring something or having some form of political commentary, there's always some bozo chiming in saying, "Why does it matter to you?" I've had it happen to me, and maybe it's happened to you as well. And what I want to do right now is try to explain why it matters to me. More often than not, I ask myself, is escapism dead? Because it feels like there's this constant push to interject a message or one-sided ideologies where it doesn't belong, and this way of creating entertainment seems to go above everything else. When I think of escapism, I don't think about how it can relate to me or if it will preach my personal thoughts and beliefs to the audience. This is all not to say all forms of escapism should not reflect anything in real life, but if we look around and be honest with ourselves, there's a lot of entertainment out there that subliminally and at times blatantly pushes the creator's thoughts and beliefs while disregarding the setting or context, and this most certainly happens with video games. Even when explaining the examples of the obvious detour from escapism, a lot of people refuse to listen. They're quick to rely on their emotions instead of trying to process what's being said and shown. I think some people don't like their narratives being crushed, especially when they have been led to believe certain groups of people are the bad guys and that what they believe makes them the good guys no matter what. Just go look at the discourse surrounding the topic of female characters in modern gaming. I'm aware that my stance on certain topics won't be considered nice, and perhaps that has to do with how I express my thoughts, but understand that I talk about the things I care about from a place of passion. And in this case, in defense of escapism, I care about it because life can be a brutal, raw reality and fucking suck sometimes. And for many, it's nice to get away from the bullshit and get lost in something talented individuals created. Of course, video games aren't the only form of escapism. Reading books, working out in the gym, going out with friends and family are all other ways to unwind and appreciate life. But that doesn't change the fact that escapism has been becoming more difficult to achieve for many out there that don't want to shut off their brains. When escapism gets muddled with corporate greed and diversity hires consisting of degenerates who can care less about quality or making something memorable in favor of making something divisive as long as they can check off boxes on a list to appease the established elite, that's when it becomes a problem that can't be ignored. And just because you choose to ignore it like a dog in a burning house saying everything is fine does not make it true. When the truth is that everything is not going the way they want. On the contrary, everything now seems like a bad joke that a bunch of mindless corporate slaves consider entertaining. I won't apologize for refusing to shut off my brain. I want to enjoy things as much as the next guy, but a lot of what is now considered escapism is actually half-assed propaganda wearing a skin suit of an already established franchise in hopes of baiting fans in while subverting expectations with the true intentions of gaining new wokey fans with the ideologies they deem acceptable. Eventually, the ESG and agendist parasites that have polluted gaming want to make the new, shiny, modern-day woke thing the definitive product as the original creations fade away and become obsolete. This is why it matters to me. Escapism comes in many shapes and forms, made by talented people with a vision and a desire to create something worth escaping to. I don't want to grow old and see true escapism fade away and accepted by people who refuse to fight for the things that they enjoy. And for what? A few NPCs on the internet throwing around buzzwords that hold no weight? You can call me what you want, but I refuse to give up on escapism and watch it die.
Bros before hoes. This gut punch of misogyny irredeemably sours this game, and is shocking that such a talented developer would traffic in such a contemptible attitude.
That sounds pretty dumb, man.